The Electric Global Modular Platform, or e-GMP, is an 800-volt architecture with scalable wheelbase length and supports batteries with multiple manufacturers. The motor, inverter, and transmission are integrated into a single powertrain unit. All three, the Hyundai, Kia, and the Genesis, have used this platform since 2021. One very popular car is the Hyundai Ioniq 5. The Ioniq 5, the compact crossover SUV from Hyundai, is a car packed with great features. It simply amazed me how Hyundai has managed to package so much into a single car. It had a quiet cabin, a very comfortable feel, and everything an EV would expect. Driver assistance, good regen, a good power system, all the contemporary technology options from collision warnings to cruise control. It offers Android Auto and Apple CarPlay integration and has a very interesting approach to regen, where it offers multiple levels of it, with the iPedal offering single pedal driving. One notable downside currently to the Ioniq 5 is its 800 volt system. Its CCS charging capability at 220 to 240 kilowatts does not exactly translate into that in the real world, at least here in the US. Even on chargers that work as intended, very few support the 800 volt system, rating the actual charging lower. This leads to the car receiving much lesser energy than what it is capable of. This is a relatively unique problem with the current DC fast charging infrastructure, a problem the Ioniq 5 shares with cars like the Lucid and the Porsche Taycan. I would like my US viewers to be particularly aware of this, about a car that's otherwise wonderful. To address this, these cars have been providing a booster to enable them to take in higher current, and so does the Ioniq 5, which helps it max at 100 kilowatts against its demanded 220 to 240 kilowatts, which is better but still a significant limitation. How a booster works is different in different cars. In the Ioniq 5, it has an inverter in the rear motor that steps up the voltage to capture additional energy. Not only does this limitation restrict the fast charging capability of the car, but also limits its benefits from adopting the Tesla NACS and from gaining access to the Tesla supercharger network that so many companies are now heading towards. Let me explicitly state here that the data you see here is from the website of the said company or from other relevant sources as at the time of making this video. I advise viewers to update themselves with the information when and if they are to make any decision pertaining to products you see in this film. Any which way, I am a random guy on the internet, and anything you see or listen to here on this channel is all subject to the viewer's own discretion and must be duly verified by the viewer, particularly ahead of any decision of consequence. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 comes in as many as 8 trims, 4 trims each of the rear wheel and all-wheel drive options. The 4 trims in each of the categories are called SE Standard, SE, SEL and Limited, with each trim offering a rear-wheel drive and an all-wheel drive option. All 8 options have exactly the same dimensions. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 is 182.5 inches long, 74.4 inches wide, and 63 inches tall. Its EPA range, however, differs by trims, with the rear wheel options obviously offering longer range and lesser power. At the time of making this video, Hyundai had not made available some variables of the SE standard all-wheel drive. The SE standard rear-wheel drive has an EPA range of 220 miles and is a very basic amongst the trims. It has a usable battery of 54 kilowatt hours, 58 kilowatt hours gross. It offers 168 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. Its curb weight is 3,968 pounds and is priced on the website at $42,785. I would advise viewers to not go by the starting price as stated on the website first, but to proceed on the build option there to see the true starting price. That's $42,785 for the SE standard at the time of making this video. The SE, SEL and the limited rear-wheel drive trims all have an EPA rated range of 303 miles, have a usable 72.6 kWh battery pack, 77.4 kWh gross. The curb weight of all three is between 4,200 and 4,414 pounds, and they are priced at $46,835, $49,785, and $52,600 respectively. In the all-wheel drive trims, as mentioned earlier, Hyundai has not made the variables of the SE standard available. So we know the variables that it commonly shares with all the other 7 trims, mainly the dimensions and the power intake capabilities, which we will talk about in the end. The SE, SEL and the Limited all-wheel drive trims all offer an EPA rated range of 256 miles, have the same 72.6 kilowatt hours usable battery like the corresponding rear-wheel drive trims. All three offer 320 horsepower and 456 pound-feet of torque and have a curb weight of 4,464 to 4,662 pounds. They are priced at $50,335, $53,285, and $56,500 respectively. All the trims of the Ioniq 5, all 8 of them, have a 10.9 kilowatt onboard AC charger. That's a good and decent level 2 feature. For DC fast charging, the Hyundai USA website mentions 18 minutes for 10 to 80% with equipment that delivers over 250 kilowatts for its 800 volt system, and some variable standard for 350 kilowatts. Both are, in my opinion, incomplete information. It's important to know here that there is a practice in the industry with some companies to mention some indicated time to charge without clearly and explicitly stating the max DC charge rate. Telling customers that the car can charge say from 20 to 80% in 30 minutes is very subjective, and that does not make up for sharing the max charge rate and the expected charging curve on charging equipment that's functioning as intended. Both key factors. Worse still, some companies state miles added in some specific time, which is even more subjective and worse concealment, or probably their own uncertainty. I advise viewers to keep this in mind and demand an actual charge rate that the car is capable of and that which it can deliver in the available standard equipment in the given market. No company I searched was perfect on revealing this information. The stated charging capabilities are good on paper, but the available DC charging infrastructure is critical. At the 800 volt issue stated earlier, and this is of some concern. I truly hope that this wonderful car gets past this. Hopefully, Tesla's NACS will soon upgrade to the 800 volt architecture, especially the upcoming version 4 chargers. Or Tesla does manage a good option or port for the 800 volt systems on the 12,000 superchargers it's currently announced to make available to the non Tesla companies partnering with it. In the market at this point, it will be seriously up against the Tesla Model Y, especially after its significant price cuts. But yet, in spite of all of this, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is truly a good electric vehicle.